Hey guys, this is Christopher O'Heather with Hospitality Happy Hour, and we are live at Waldo Cafe. Little introduction about the man I'm about ready to interview right now. All I know is he is a restaurant business. He's been in the restaurant business for many years, and he has a passion for people, which I really want to hear about that. And then also loves the service industry, which you and I've got a lot in common on that one, that's for sure. Absolutely. And the man here is Mr. David Hollins. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, again, you guys, we're at Waldo Cafe right here. You want to tell me exactly the address here, David?
Yes, sir. It's 7531 Warnall Road, right off of 75th in Warnall, next to Taj Mahal and Luz.
There we go, you guys. There's a lot of construction going on right here, though, isn't there? What are they doing, by the way?
They're doing quite a lot, quite a lot. We just got approved for a giant project called the Warnall 75th Project.
Okay.
Just went to a meeting yesterday to see what the design looks like, and it's going to be some exciting stuff in the next 3 to 5 years.
Nice.
We're going to have, the well is going to be reinstalled with 200, no, I think they bumped it up to 301 units, and that's going to be installed right next door, as well as redeveloping the entire intersection and street right outside of this restaurant.
And how long is this project supposed to last through? I mean, the construction?
They're about to start in a couple months, and it should be about 2 to 3 years until it starts getting all real finalized, and then they're going to start on another project north of this intersection too.
Okay.
Real exciting stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. I mean, because of the fact that the traffic is, I mean, you can still get here. It's easy to get here, but
For sure.
as you know how we are, we get a little frustrated at times, right?
Yeah.
The traffic. Right?
It could look a little better sometimes too.
It could, absolutely. But that's okay, though. Hey, it's well worth coming here to dine. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, so David, tell us a little bit, how did you get started in this field?
Ooh, the cooking field. So back in high school, transitioning into college, I did fast food here and there, like I did McDonald's. I did my time, is what I used to say to people, like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But then I graduated to like Fridays.
Okay.
Did some Olive Garden. I did a couple private kitchens in Columbia where I went to school. And then I started to serve once I moved to Kansas City, and that turned into food truck stuff. And then in the down season of the food trucks, I would bartend and manage. So I just started like working my way up through all sorts of different restaurants, met different owners, met different types of stores, like saw the good and the bad.
Gotcha.
So I learned really what not to do more.
Right.
And so that was 17 years ago. I'm only 34 years old, so about half of my life, right?
Yeah.
And so using that experience and also kind of using those lessons that I've learned on like what not to do with your people and what not to do with your store, it's really turned into this opportunity that the old owner was able to see. So once my last endeavor was trying to buy the food truck from the Taste of Brazil people, and it almost worked out, but they wrapped it up in collateral. Not a big deal, just didn't work out at the time. So I was about to wait another year and then try to do it again. But Tony, the old owner, and also the owner of Referral Madness, which is how we met.
Absolutely.
He approached my guy approached me, and then we all had a meeting, we negotiated, and I tell people this, I have no shame in it, but it was less than buying a house, so why not?
Yeah,
so
why
I'm
not?
using my expertise and my right place at the right time, and just trying to push this community forward as well, too, because it's got a good amount of push and resources, and we're veteran-based, very, very military-friendly, firefighter, first responder, police. You know, we love to support the people that help improve our community. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what I love about it, because I, as you know, I do a lot just local businesses. I'm always advertising the local restaurants, local everything, right? Because I believe in local business, and we've got to continue to provide, and we've got to continue to help the local businesses out there, right?
Yes, sir.
I never dine at chain restaurants, and everybody always says, "How come you don't ever?" I just don't want to do it. You know,
Yes.
I choose not to.
Appreciate
Right?
that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, you've had this business for how long now? Wait, you know what? Let me go back a little bit, because I'm really, really intrigued about the food truck stuff. You know, because I've been in the hospitality business for quite some time, and the food truck, was that fun?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was like a lot of work and a lot of fun. I would say it's a little more fun because then you get the paycheck, right, with the tips, and it's like, okay, this is definitely worth it. You see all sorts of walks of life. You either sit there and do, you know, some caterings for a rich person's graduation party, so there might be 30 kids and they still pay you for the 2 hours, or you're at Waste Management and you're trying to feed 250 people in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was Taco Republic's taco truck, and it was this old green hunk of junk. It was a Franken truck is what they called it, because it was just made of all these different parts.
It was a lot of character,
amazing.
right?
Yeah. So they scrapped that thing finally, got 2 other trucks. I helped launch those. I worked a couple seasons on those, made some really good money, trained a lot of good people. And then it just kind of wasn't really worth the trouble, so I tried to start a business with a friend doing sterilization, trying to get out of the industry. Worked out for a little while, then he moved to Texas, kind of failed, got out of that, collapsed the company. But that's what introduced me into Referral Madness, introduced me to Tony, introduced me to the store. Like, that's where I first had my couple meals here, because I sterilized the store with my previous company. And then, once I had to fold that, I went back to what I knew best, which was the food industry. So bartending, and then the food truck for Taste Brazil, where I became like the operations manager. I helped promote it. I helped get the execution done with every step of the process. And then tried to buy the truck. Didn't work out. Tony knew everything about it because he was mentoring me at the time. And then, just ended up working out to slip into this little role, because it was like, do I want to make this much in sales on a truck or this much in sales with a store that I'm already familiar with and know the owner? And he's just like, look, you can keep everything except the name. I was like, yes, please. The cinnamon rolls, the coffee, the menu.
I'm good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
awesome. So how long have you owned Waldo Cafe now?
Almost a year.
Almost
It'll be a year in
great.
March 1st.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I know, because I remember when Tony owned this, and then he told me that you were the new owner and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, that's great, and I'm so glad that we do our weekly meetings here too.
I just am blessed.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
absolutely. Let me ask you some questions. Can you do private parties here? And I see a lot of room here, a lot of private parties here.
Yep, we can do all sorts of good stuff. So we've got 2 sections out there, like the first half, second half, and then this third section, this big back room.
Yeah.
So we can do the private room anytime, all the time. But what we can do is we're only open until 3 p.m. You can privately book the restaurant or whatever you want. I'll either be there or with another server or a cook or whatever needs to happen. You could rent this whole place out. Prices are all negotiable. Deposits are definitely required. But after that, it's just about what you want and how you want it. But we can do breakfast, lunch, dinner, all hours of the day. I would say probably just try not to do anything overnight or anything past 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But I definitely have friends next door with Lou's, and they are capable of doing the drinking stuff. And
absolutely.
We do BYOB because we do have a liquor license, but I just don't have anything on hand yet.
Yeah,
so.
no. Do you see yourself in the future having stuff on hand?
I would like to, just because of the demand. A lot of people asking just for Bloody Mary's mimosas.
That's what I was going to ask you right there.
Make a batch, whatever. It's quick.
Yeah,
you know about that.
Yeah.
So I'm heavily considering it. It's just kind of it's tricky, as a lot of people know, to kind of implement the menu, promote it, and then also trust your staff and make sure that it's executed appropriately. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that we are going to basically, you guys, come on in. We're gonna get some dishes coming in, because we want you guys to see the dishes, and we're going to continue to talk while we have. Thank you so much. And we'll let David tell us what these dishes are here, and some of their signature dishes here. So, David, go ahead. Tell us what do we have here.
All right, so I did a breakfast and lunch option today. This is going to be the chorizo Benedict. It's got the English muffin, our chorizo that we make in-house, our cilantro lime sauce we also make in-house on the chorizo. We've got the over medium eggs in between, so we got the little bit of the runny yolk there, and then the hollandaise sauce on top as well, with our American fries. A very good combination. So this right here is now the double stacked Reuben, our lunch option. Our corned beef we make in home as well. Super good stuff. I quality check it every time. Got to do that.
Perfect.
And then our French fries as well, just extremely very good combo together. So if you guys would like,
we're gonna absolutely try
might
this.
need to do that off camera.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that, because I want people to see. I need to get a fork here, because
I got
I'm gonna
two.
go. You stay right there.
Right there, yes, sir.
And we're going to try that, because I want people to see me trying this stuff here, because this looks delicious, because I am hungry, you guys. So, and I know Noah is filming us right now, and I know his stomach is growling right now, and he's probably thinking, you know what, I would really like a bite of that right now. Am I right, Noah?
You're all right.
Yeah. Do we have any comments right now, Noah? That's far?
No comments right now.
Okay. All right, so we're going to try this, because this looks delish.
Yeah, you might have to set up the tripod and get on over here, you know what I mean?
Honestly.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time. We've got a little bit of a dried herb topping as well, a little garnish, if you will.
Yeah.
But
That is delicious. That is delicious.
you can really tell the cilantro sauce there in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's try this Reuben that we have got going on here. I'm a sucker for Reubens, by the way. Noah, have you ever had a Reuben?
Maybe a few times.
And I'm sure I'm making a lot of people hungry right now. I'm absolutely positive.
It's perfect too. I just love the steam. It always comes out just perfect. I think there's been a couple times where people are like, "No, it came out kind of cold," and I go back and temp it, and it's actually not cold. They just wanted to try and do that whole thing where
Oh yeah,
they say it is and it's not or whatever. But we
that is delicious.
I used to not like corned beef because I thought it was like beef with corn, but it's peppercorn beef, right? And so once my dad actually had me try it on St. Patrick's Day a long time ago,
Right.
it was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So I've
This
been a
is
fan ever
amazing
since.
here. That's amazing. Absolutely. So no, you get to try this when you're done filming.
Yep.
There you go.
We'll take pictures and upload them in the comments. I don't
We'll
know.
just throw
I
it in
don't
there.
know.
Yeah, we'll take pictures and let him try it, right? So what's your hours of operation here?
So we are every day of the week, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay. Okay. 6 a.m. 3 p.m.
But like I said, you can book us after that if you want, and also we cater every hour of the day. We've got people that work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. for these 2 trucks that come and pick up a bunch of food. So these guys pick up all this food, they give me money, and then they go and sell it for a profit.
Oh, really?
And they predetermine these lists the night before. So I have a guy that works from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on my clock, making these lists, and then storing them in the hot boxes. These guys come at 6 a.m., pick that food up, and then they head out, and that guy heads out. And then by that point, the cook and the waitress are already opening up the store. So the real hours that people aren't here is from like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 10. But from like 10 p.m. to all the way throughout the day, we've got people.
You got people in the kitchen working and prepping and so forth like that.
Yes, sir.
There was a question I was getting ready to ask you. Are you in need of any help right now?
Well, to be honest, yeah, we had a little snafu with our overnight situation.
Okay.
We would love an overnight cook right at the moment. It's a
Hear
back
that,
of
you
house
guys?
cook.
If you have any cooking experience and you're looking for employment, we'll connect you with David.
Income is very, very negotiable.
Okay.
Aggressive as well, if you would, if I may, if I could say so. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just something that's very necessary. It boosts our revenue quite a bit on the weekdays. They don't work on weekends, so that's a good thing. Free
Okay,
coffee.
so hold on. So now here's the thing. So I came from the hospitality industry, and weekends were non-negotiable. I mean,
Oh my
you're
gosh.
working weekends. And let me tell you, those of you that are looking for a job and that you've got that restaurant experience, you've got cooking experience, and you don't have to work the weekends, where else are you going to find that? I mean, tell me, seriously.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah, it's unheard of. I mean, it just doesn't happen, right?
Yeah, it's really rare.
I mean, that's awesome. So anybody interested, please reach out to us, and we'll connect you with David, and yeah, we'll go from there, okay? Absolutely. Has there ever been any moments where, I know you've been open for a year, but has there ever been any moments that you think that, man, did I do the right thing here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, I know I've been doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I've got a very good bit of motivation for continuing to grow and keep going, right? There's no giving up in my mind at all, right?
Right.
There's no such thing as quit, But there were some checkpoints along the way where it was like, oh, yeah, I have to do that. Like learning about taxes kind of early on, going through the whole process of, well, if I don't do this, then I can do that. But then all of a sudden, if I do that, I can't do anything.
Right.
And then I have to, you know what I mean? It's like this
Yeah.
whole thing of checks and balances, lesser of two evils. But then you start figuring it out and realizing once you get the system going and everybody's on that same track and it starts working out. You know what I mean? Also, surrounding yourself with people that are smarter than you, people like Tony's still on my side
Yeah.
to help me out with all these little kinks and snafus. And it really is kind of like it's really hard still, but it is like the easiest way to go about owning your first restaurant.
Right.
Right. Instead of starting your own concept from the ground up and all that
Yeah, that's good.
crazy stuff.
I know it. Absolutely. I know. I've had so many people in the past always say, why don't you open your own restaurant? I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do that. Can't do it. Sorry,
Not
I'm not
yet,
doing it.
yeah.
Not yet. Yeah, can't do it. Any good advice, any tips for any young entrepreneurs right now that are looking to start their own business in the restaurant or whatever, and they're like, man, I got so much passion for the restaurant industry. Man, I would love to open up my restaurant. Any tips for them right now?
Yeah, I would say it goes from vague to specific. I got 2 of them, right? So vague would be just never give up. Find the fire, find that motivation at the beginning, and realize like this is going to drag me through some times because you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to not go to sleep. You're going to have to make sure your phone is on when you don't want it to be. And
Hey, I'm a realtor. I know all about that one.
Right? Yeah. Don't give up. Just find that fire and just realize like, no, there is no quit. There is no option there. It's not like you even consider it. It's just like, nope, this is it.
Yeah.
Because when I walk through those doors and the place is full, And it's almost like they don't stand up and applaud, but
Right.
at some point, everybody wants to talk to me because they want to tell me that they are having a good time, that I'm doing a good job, and that's what it's all about. I never really expected it. It's like you want to be the brightest light you can without having people look at how bright you are, right?
Yeah.
So that really works out. And then specifically, advice for entrepreneurs, I'll say it again, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you.
Absolutely.
Never be egotistical about accepting advice or learning new things. The sense of frustration from learning is natural in all humans.
Yeah.
So embrace that frustration and just hit it head on and just accept any advice and learn. But also sometimes with a grain of salt, because if you're a young entrepreneur, sometimes these guys just want to run you through and take your money, man. So
Yes,
you got to
they
look
do.
out for that too. So
Absolutely.
anyways,
And that's good advice. That's good advice. So all of you young entrepreneurs out there looking, listen, this man has got a lot of wisdom going on here, that's for sure. What drives you every day?
So about 10 years ago, I lost my father, and a year and a half before that, my grandmother, and about a year and a half before that, my aunt and grandfather. So at the moment, it's my second aunt and I are the survivors in this family, and his picture's out there hung up on the wall, and they did a lot to make sure that I was okay when all of this went down. So I was left with a little thing for a relationship, for a wedding, for a future, and I was able to kind of make some of that happen with this restaurant. And I gotta tell you, they were from Nashville, Tennessee. If my grandma could see me owning a restaurant that serves cinnamon rolls, because that was like her thing with me,
Yeah.
it's, I'm trying not to like cry right now, but it's
Hey,
incredibly.
This show's all about crying and some tears here.
Yeah.
I will tell you that right now.
Shoot, it's not hard for me to get down and dirty with
Yeah.
the emotions, because it's something that I've promised them, that I've promised myself, that I don't give up in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people don't have that kind of a drive, but I've made promises to people that aren't around anymore to never give up.
Yeah.
And to never, falter to a point where they would be like disappointed, or I'd be disappointed in myself. I know right now that they would be like the most proud people in the world. My mom and stepdad, or I call him dad, whatever.
Yeah.
And my stepmom, call her mom. They won't stop
Yeah.
talking about me to other people. They keep mentioning all this stuff about my success and can't tell me how excited they are to see what happens next. We've got a lot of reasons to not fail, but also a lot of more reasons to do really good stuff here. Outside of just, I'm the maybe fourth or third highest paid person in this store because I believe in its success. And I have what I need, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But I really do believe in the driving force of this place because of those people that if they would be here right now, they would probably move to Kansas City just so they could see this thing and this place every day.
But you know what? They are here with us right now.
100%. They're right outside of there on the wall.
Absolutely.
I
And they're
got 'em
looking
all
down
hung
at all the
up,
time
yeah.
and proud of you, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
So that's awesome. That's good to know. Hey, David, what is the phone number here, the address again, and then in social media are you on, and things like that?
Sure. Yep. Still got to launch the Instagram, but that's okay. That'll be up soon. We are, so here it's a little pimping out, right? So we're at 7531 Warnall Road, right next to Taj Mahal and Lou's. There's a Firestone, HR Block, Aldi's, CVS. It's a good corner. We love it. We've got everything you need. But we are open 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day of the week. We cater 7 days a week, about 20 hours of the day. There's about 4 hours where we'll say no. But we do a lot of good stuff outside, inside of these walls. But I will say this as well. If you are having trouble with any catering, we are at eatwaldocafe.com. You can order our catering through there. You can call the store, or you can go to easycater.com. We've got links all over the website. Pick it out, do it up, super easy. We've got 150 burrito order next week. We had 20 burritos go out yesterday.
Wow.
We can do 8 burritos next door. It
Did you hear
doesn't
that,
matter.
Noah? Next Thursday when we're here, we're getting a burrito. Yeah, because we've been ordering the, I can't remember what we order.
Everything's skillet?
Everything's
Oh.
skillet. Yeah, that's what we've
So
been ordering.
good.
We've been ordering
Yep.
that. Without the gravy, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got to leave
Gotta
off
watch
the gravy.
that diet.
Yeah, I got to watch the
that
diet
figure.
on that one.
It's a very high caloric menu, let's just say that.
Yeah.
So not very many vegan options. We've got some vegetarian options. I've got some really good ideas coming up in the future for some barbecue, some fish for Lent. We've got daily specials.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Good
I love it.
stuff.
So, you guys, first of all, David, thank you so much for being here with us. We truly appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Truly appreciate it, you guys. As I know, just interviewing you and seeing the passion that you have for people, for your business, for your employees, and just life. is awesome. I love to hear it. You know, you've got a lot of passion, and you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it in your voice, everything else, and it's amazing. It's amazing because you don't get that a lot with a lot of people, and you're real, and that's what I love about you. And I know you and I've only known each other for, I don't know, a couple months now, and just, you know, it's a cool that we bond this relationship that we're like, this is cool, right?
Yeah. Oh, love it.
It's awesome, absolutely. Hey guys, a little bit more. So today here at 11:30, we've got we're doing back-to-back today, so we're going back to our shop at Engel and Volkers, and we'll be interviewing Mr. David Lopez. And Mr. Eddie Lopez. I've messed that one up. I'm not talking about David. Mr. Eddie Lopez, we're going to be interviewing him in regards to his cleaning business. So that's going to be, and Noah's going to be involved in that one. So Noah's really going to be taking over and asking the questions on that because that's his boy, that's his buddy, and so forth. But you guys, also, I just want to remind you too, we've got a big fundraiser tomorrow. So any of you guys that have any old instruments that you don't use, we've joined forces with Myers Music. You can drop those old instruments at our shop at 5255 West 116th Street there in Park Place. And our event is tomorrow. So it's one of those things that's called Angel Foundation, basically, with Myers Music. And basically what they're doing is they're taking people, any instrument people wants to donate, minus a grand piano, things like that, right? But, you know, from a violin to a flute to a trumpet, whatever, because there's a lot of kids out there that cannot afford, their families can't afford an instrument for them. And so that's what we're doing tomorrow. So it is a fundraiser tomorrow that we're, so please bring your instruments over. You've got until tomorrow to bring those old instruments that's collecting dust up in your attic. Bring them over to us, you guys, so that we can bring those over to Myers Music also. You can also drop them off at Myers Music too if you choose to. You don't have to bring them to us. So any Myers Music out there, you can drop it off out there to them too. Noah, do we have any questions? Okay, perfect. And then also, you guys, so I talked about Eddie Lopez will be here on 11:30. We'll be doing that right after this, so we'll be heading back to the shop in regards to that. You guys, as always, so in February now, we've got a big lineup. We've got every Thursday packed, and we're going to be going from a boutique to a loan officer to everything else. So we are going to be packed, you guys, and then to other restaurants. So we'll be all over the place and starting in February. And guess what? It's Valentine's Day. Do you have any specials going on for Valentine's before we get off here?
We've got some ideas, but in all honesty, not yet, but we're going to kind of keep it a little surprise.
Okay,
too,
I like
so
surprises. We
keep
all
your
like
ear to the
surprises.
ground on social.
Yeah, when you do, let us know so that we can advertise. And my goal is to put on our website all the different restaurants with all the different like little menus and things like that we can put on there so people don't have to go out and search and they can go, especially those of you people that are veterans like me, that we don't actually go out on Valentine's Day because it's too crowded, and I'd rather go out like a weekend before or the week before because that's what we people that's been married for quite some time, we do.
Right, it's not that big of a deal. It's what, the 100th Valentine's Day? I will say this while we are going.
Yeah.
I am going to try and implement a speed dating session on Valentine's Day for all those lonely singles that hate Valentine's Day.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to have a little speed session back in here so everybody kind of rotates after a
Noah,
minute.
you're in on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Single,
go.
ready to mingle, get
See,
back
look at that.
in
You can
here.
jump, like, we can have all these tables set up like this and boom, start talking, and then move on to the next one, right?
Yes, sir, exactly.
That
We
would
got
be
some good
fun.
ideas,
I
yeah.
have to,
All
you do
ages,
that,
right?
You
Yeah.
let me know, and I'm going to come in. We're going to go live on that one.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. That would be fun. Noah, we're going to expect you to jump in on that one.
Music to my ears.
All right, perfect. We love it. We love it. You guys, again, so we got a big lineup in February, so please stay tuned on that. Stay tuned for us, too, again, at 11:30. And check out these cinnamon rolls, you guys. Unfortunately, I can't eat these, and I love cinnamon rolls. I love sweets, but unfortunately, I can't eat these cinnamon rolls, and they look delicious, that's for sure. Absolutely. But you guys, again, you can always find us at hospitalityhomeskc.com or follow us on our Facebook at Hospitality Homes KC. Again, you guys, we're going live here at 11:30. Again, back at our shop. Again, as always, you guys, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay positive. And we are out. Talk to you soon. Bye.